Hello folks, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about an announcement that Panasonic is about to put out on the 8th of October, and this information comes to no other than Andrea Pizzini, my Italian fellow. So today I'm going to basically tell a little bit about what Pizzini said and what products we could or we might be expecting. So he said that his source told him that there are going to be multiple products. So there are going to be a mix of cameras and a mix of lenses. And basically what we can expect, of course, is especially the 18 to 40, basically the kit lens, I guess, for the S9 that we've been waiting for since they announced the S9, because they announced it together, probably to see the performance, so in the hand of creators, how that works. That it's amazing. So finally we might receive this lens that it was supposed to come out actually last month, but we didn't hear anything about it. So I guess this is the perfect time for it to come out and show us how it's going to perform. And then there is going to be, thanks to the graphic board that they have of the lenses that they have to release, there's going to be a large aperture standard zoom. So according to the board, it's going to be between 28 and 75. So that's pretty good, because there is something missing in between there if you don't use the prime lenses. We don't really have much updates on that spectrum there, except from the Sigma side, and from LUMIX we have mostly the 24 to 70, and then the 16 to 35, but it's f4. So it would be nice to maybe receive some updates there and have maybe some smaller bodies, smaller lenses too, with their new autofocus system. So let's see what they are going to do there. And then there is going to be most probably an ultra telephoto zoom. So they are missing in that category. They don't really have anything in the ultra side except I think, what was it, the 28 to 200, but that is not really a telephoto. It's kind of a semi or medium telephoto lens, and it's not really for S Pro. So it would be amazing to receive, according to the board at least, from 100 to 600. That range, something is missing in their Pro lineup, because they have, as I said, the 28 to 200 S lens, I think it's an S lens, and then they have the 70 to 200 S Pro lens. So there is going to be an update in that range. But let's go straight into what interests the most about people, or to everyone, and that is the camera department. So as Pizzini has said many times, and as I've talked about on this channel too, there are especially two cameras missing. The high anticipated high megapixel camera, which is supposed to be the LUMIX 1R Mark II, and the video flagship camera, which is the S1H Mark II, right? So according to Pizzini, these two might be the cameras that are finally coming out, and we know that it is in work, at least because of many news that have come out earlier. We know they are working on it or working on them, but we don't know exactly when. We know that the S1H, it was set to come out in Q4, so it sounds like it's pretty in line with that. And the S1R Mark II was supposed to come in Q1. So everything kind of starts to line up to what we have heard already. And there is kind of a crazy thing here, which Pizzini said that his source told him that the S1H Mark II might come at the price between $2,800 and $3,000 or euros. I don't think he really specified there. but that's a crazy price. Like, if the S1H Mark II comes at that price, it's literally at the price of the Nikon Z6 Mark III, the Sony A7 IV. So that's mind-blowing. And the Canon R6 Mark II, with the R6 Mark III set to come out soon too. So that's pretty crazy. I know in my previous video I talked about some specs of the S1H Mark II. If I have to be sincere, I didn't believe them completely either, but it was something to spark a little bit of conversation, because I think it's nice to have conversations about new products and hear what everyone thinks. So it was nice to see the comments and see what people are actually wishing for from this camera. But there is one surprise thing that I have never heard about, or we heard about it, but we just let it be whatever it was. And that was the high megapixel camera, but with a different name, which is the S5R. But I don't think exactly this is what it is, because according to Pizzini, his source told him that this camera is going to be called S5D, and it's not going to have AF, but it's going to come with a kit lens, and it's going to cost $1,599. I really don't want to trust this source, and I hope this is not going to happen, because it doesn't make sense for LUMIX to just go back from the amazing AF they have, as you're seeing here. So this news doesn't really make sense for me, this S5D. So I hope, if there is an S5D coming, it's going to be basically the successor for the S1 lineup. And that would be cool, with AF and a full frame 4K 60 and some cool tweaks here and there, maybe one CFX Type B and one normal SD slot. Like, you know, this kind of improvements to compete with the Nikon Z6 Mark III. But if the S1H Mark II is actually set to come out with this price, the 2800, between 2800 and 3800, this is going to be amazing and mind-blowing, and I will try my best to get my hands on one to review it. But hey, this is what we have here at the moment. Any news or any other news that will come out, I will cover it until the 8th of October, and then see what's up, right, and what is coming. I haven't seen any creator yet flying to Japan or flying somewhere, so I guess this time they're trying to really keep it quiet. But I've seen that many creators, as I said in my old video, have been quiet a little bit. This LUMIX gang people have been a bit quiet, so let's see what is coming. But let's chat down below and hear what you think about this amazing news, because I'm really excited for this one. And yeah, peps, let's have a chat. Have a beautiful day or evening or whatever the day is for you, and stay blessed. Take good care of yourself, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.